right, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
A very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Rithi Chen from Atal Innovation Mission Niti Ayog, and I welcome you all in today's Knowledge Hub session. Today we have our episode 4, wherein we'll talk about crafting the perfect pitch, tips for a winning marathon 2024 entry. To present this session, we have with us Mr. Phaneendra, who is the Academic Coordinator at Nagarjuna Model School, State of Andhra Pradesh. He's an educator for more than a decade, and driven with a passion, he enabled Nagarjuna Model School to win the Best Startup Ecosystem Enabler Award by Atal Incubation Center, Sri Krishna Dev Varna University, Andhra Pradesh. Phaneendra is one of the active mentors of change from Andhra Pradesh with us, and he has also been recognized as an exemplary teacher of change. So, over to you, sir, and would like to discuss about crafting that perfect pitch for winning the marathon entry.
Uh, Thank you, Riddhi. Once again, I'm Phaneendra, and I am mentor of change from Andhra Pradesh. So far, I have mentored so many mentees. I have groomed Tinker Champs, who has taken a lead in ATL Tinkerpreneur 2024 co-organizers of for the event. So under my mentorship from the past 2 years, I have seen many mentees getting into top 400 ATL marathon, and then they have been into school innovation program and school entrepreneurship program. So I am so happy and fortunate to share my views with you all about School Innovation Marathon 2024. So this is one of the biggest event happening in India for school students. So going through this School Innovation Marathon, this year they have chosen theme Vikasit Bharat 2047 with 7 themes aligned with United Nations of Organization SDC goals. Out of 17 SDC goals, they have picked seven themes, and to have the liberty, they have put the eighth theme as others, where you can take in any theme of SDG. SDG means Sustainable Development Goals, which will enhance the world's problems and make the world happy without any problems. So that is it all about. And the skills what you are going to acquire by participating in School Innovation Marathon, if we talk about it, the first thing I would like to say, in identifying the problem, you will be learning the observation skill. Like every day going home is a routine for us, but the one who enrolls their name for innovation marathon, the one who goes the course uh, self-learning portal given to you, like their way of observation changes. Like the time they go home, they will be like keen in observing what is the problem that they can identify in the community. So through that, you will be learning the observation skill, and while understanding the root cause of the problem, you will also learn the critical thinking skill. And by igniting, discussing what could be the best solution for the problem you have identified, your creativity skills will also get improved. What not? So many skills you are going to improve. Like it is almost totally aligned to the 21st century skills uh, of my best suggestion, if you want to acquire many skills, so go do participate in School Innovation Marathon. It happens every year, and this year, like we are almost to the end of the stage. I am here to let you know the tips and best practices that you can have to get an winning entry. So before I speak about how you can submit your idea, I would like to also enlighten you saying the importance of the opportunities and benefits that are given for a student uh, for the winning entry of school innovation marathon. Like uh, like uh, throughout the nation, almost like 10, more than 10,000 schools has enrolled for this year school innovation marathon. It is going to be really a very tough competition to get into. And in the month of March, in the month of January, like the top 400 teams will be shortlisted and they will be announced. In the month of March, the top 400 teams will get the funding for their idea and the project. And in the month of August, in the month of May, the 400 schools will get into student internship program, which will be co-supported by CSRs. Last time, my students have got selected for SIP, and they have got a amazing workshop. And I mean, the internship program that is from Dell LLF, and also from Intel, they have got it. And nearby incubation centers also, you will be getting that internship program. Once that is done in the month of August, the best, the top 75 teams will be getting student entrepreneurship program. It is again from the innovators, you will also be taken to entrepreneurs, like what are the skills you required to take it to real world. That will also be taught to you in a very nominal grounds, where a normal student can also understand. So that are the opportunities that you will be getting if you submit your entry for school innovation marathon. So, and the deadline for submitting the marathon is 30th of November. So like we have other 8 days to go. So like now, let me quickly take you to the portal and let you know how you can submit your idea. So let me share my screen. Yes, Ridaji, are you able to see my screen?
Not yet. Yes,
Yes.
it's visible now.
This is our school innovation portal. So once we get into the login here, so it will ask for the teacher login and student login. So as students need to submit the idea, I'll just log in with the student credentials. So once you get in here, you can see you need to log in with your name. Once you log in, you need to go to the idea submission. Once you get into here, there are main three sections that will be available here. So the first section is all about the problem that you have identified. So in this, you will be having 9 questions. Out of 9 questions, few are survey questions, and few of them are the questions that you really need to put your mind and you need to answer. Like I'll discuss about the title of your idea. Like the title, it should describe like whole problem. The title of your idea, in one word you need to say what is that you are going to do and what your idea is all about. So you need to be very creative in deciding your title. Apart from that, there is also one more column: write down your problem statement. most of the students here, what they do is like they directly jump into the solution here itself. So students, please don't jump into your jump into the solution. So briefly, elaboratedly, you explain what is the problem you have identified, who is getting affected, who is the main scenario, who is getting affected for the problem, and you need to mention elaboratedly, without leaving any minute detail. You need to put over here, and then survey questions will be, and then there will be one more question called causes of the problem. Like what is the root cause of the problem, you need to identify, and you need to put in a point system over here. So, and one more is the effects of the problem, like what are the effects that the problem has got. So that all you need to put over here. So this is all about section 1. And when you go to the section 2, it is all about the solutions and the user analysis. So here you will be having 4 questions which you need to answer. So the first question is describe the solution to your problem. So you need to uh, give the logic of your solution, how you are going to tackle the problem, and what is the step after step. That means you need to say the algorithm of your solution. So, and that is what, and here the fourth question is again a very important question, that is mention the feedback that your team got and changes you have made. So like user analysis, we have said about the user analysis, right? So the feedback that you have received, and from the feedback how you have changed the prototype of your problem, and the solution, how you altered your solution, that you need to mention here elaboratedly. So the only way that you can communicate with the aim team and with the jury is by submitting this form. So you should be very careful, and you should be very clear in your communication and your sentence formations while doing this. And as I said, the third section, the last and final section, that is prototyping. Here you need to upload the image that you have made, or the document that you have prepared of your problem statement, solution, and all. Or you can also have a quick 2 minutes video explaining your problem, and demonstrating your working model of the prototype, uploading it into your Google Drive or YouTube, and pasting your link over here. You need to submit. So this is how, and once you complete all these 3 sections, you can submit it, and then you can ask your teacher to evaluate. So this is how you can submit your idea submission. So if you still have any doubts, there are tutorials that are available uh, in our Atal Innovation Mission's YouTube channel. In that you can go, a series of 18 tutorials has been put over there. The tutorial number 15 is all about the idea submission process, and you can use that tutorial and follow the steps given to you over there, and you can submit it. Remember students, you have only 8 days to submit your idea. So do not delay. If you are like keeping quiet, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you start working on it and submit your project.
Uh, Thank you, sir. It was very nicely explained. But there are few questions, as in, what is the evaluation criteria? What you that is being used by judge that you want to highlight here, and is there any other parameter other than the evaluation criteria that can be considered while judging the entry for the school innovation marathon?
Yes, ma'am. This is really a thought-provoking question, which every students need to know. Like because you are school students, the jury is expecting a very basic criteria from you. The first criteria that is being expected from you is novelty. How new your idea is, and how unique your idea is, how unusual your idea is taken, is the first criteria that has been taken for evaluating the idea. You see, we all know drones. The drones are used for long shots. In film industry, we'll be using the drones. But if you see recent scenario in Vijayawada, what happened is like all of a sudden it got flooded and dams gates were opened. Like it became very difficult to have a road transport. At that point of time, the chief ministers of the state, he used the technology, like he used the drone to supply the food accessories and medicines for flood affected area. So like the solutions are in front of us, but how effectively you will be using them is the first criteria. That is novelty will be considered as the first criteria. The second parameter that will be taken is how useful your idea is. Like is it really solving the problem, or it is temporarily solving the problem? That will also be taken into consideration. And the third parameter, that is feasibility. So it is very important. Like if you see the problem that I identified is coming late to school, and the root cause for coming late to school is traffic jam. And the solution for it is I want to have a Aladdin lamp mat where I can fly in and get to the school in time. So do you think having Aladdin mat is really feasible? Can we make it? So is technology available with us to make it? So that feasibility also you need to check. So it can't be superficial. So so the third criteria is feasibility. And the fourth criteria is the problem that you have chosen. Like the problem that you have chosen is the problem of only few people, or it is the problem of the community, a small community or the big community, or the problem that you identified is the society's problem. So and the impact. So here the problem, the impact, the problem that you have chosen and its impact, what scale of people are suffering with this problem. So that is the fourth criteria. And the fifth criteria that they have taken into consideration is cost of making and selling, the viability. So viability is like ability to uh, make it work. The prototype what you have made is it really user friendly? Can the person take it forward and use it in his day-to-day life? Is it really viable in terms of addressing the problem? These are the five criteria that has been taken into consideration by the jury people for school innovation marathon. Apart from these five criteria, I would also say that mm, the problem and the solution should be unique. It should not be copied. And the clarity of communication is very much needed. Like for the question that was asked, how clearly you are going to explain and how convergently you are answering to that question in the portal, that also matters. And the structure, the flow, uh, legibility, and the sentence formations, that also gives a primary impact on your idea for the judges. And hope these are the criteria that are being taken into consideration. Yes, Riddhi. Hope this answers the question that was asked, Riddhi.
Yeah, yeah. So, other than this, would you suggest what, as per you, are some of the pitfalls to avoid while submitting the Innovation Marathon?
Yeah, that is once again, it's a valid question that need to be answered for students. Out of my experience mentoring the students, the first thing, the most and important pitfall that I observed as a mentor is like they do not uh, uh, take the things in right direction. uh, they'll not use the resources accurately. So uh, they for an instance, if I take let me say you with one example. The students, they do it for the sake of teacher. They don't do it for the sake of their passion. They don't do the research properly, and importantly what they do is uh, poor implementation of the prototype. Like for the sake of doing, they will be doing it, uh, and most importantly they drop the ideas soon. They come with the ideas. When 2 3 questions were asked to them about the idea, they feel, okay, this idea is not being liked by my teacher. Okay, let me drop the idea and go think of the other idea. Or if teacher says, okay, this idea is good, then immediately they'll stop thinking of the other ideas and they will submit the idea that has come into their mind without thinking of the other ideas. And most importantly, the driven is being taken by them on competition pressure rather than the genuine problem solving technique that has been really needed for them to undergo the process. And most importantly what I found is like there is a very good 6 steps that has been put in the self learning portal. So by seeing that steps, they need to laterally think of how they can relate to their problem. But instead of doing that, they watch that video, they say the course complete, they have completed the course, I have got this badge. They will be like very much excited in saying that, but actually they forget that they need to interlink the videos that they have watched to the problems that they have identified, and they need to process in getting the solution of it. So these are the major pitfalls that I have seen in the students while they are doing.
All right. Thank you. And for the benefit of the students, if you can mention what should be the inclusion in the prototype document and the video submission for the school innovation marathon.
uh Yeah, like in our submission, the third section is all about submitting the prototype document. So let me brief you how the document need to be uh, presented for the upload. So like as you all know, the document, the first, there should be a heading with your project title. Then you can give your team details, like team details and their roles and responsibilities. After writing introducing your team members and their roles responsibilities, then you can say about the problem statement that you are tackling, and the users affected by the problem. After this, you can mention the key facts and the figures uh, that that as your claim based on the your research. So you can put them like what you have done, how you have taken, like how you have identified the problem, what are the effects of the problem, and what are the causes for the problem, from whom you have taken, and the facts that you can put, how many people are suffering with the same problem. And you can also give the statistics that in which all areas this kind of problem is being identified. That facts all you can mention under the problem statement. Then you can get into your proposal. solution proposal. In that solution proposal, you can put what are the alternate solutions apart from the alternate solution, which you have taken it as your solution, and why you wanted to take it as your solution, how it is different from the others, and the benefits of your solution, highlighting the working prototype, the flow chart. You can write what happens next, and from the problem to the solution, how you have approached. And you can also highlight the feedback that you have got while you are demonstrating your prototype to the targeted audience. And most importantly, what you can do is you can put areas of improvisation and also the future plan. So with the future plan, you can conclude your document. So if you include all these things step after the step, it will give a clear idea for the jury people to understand that you have done enough research, and you have understood the problem, and you have the passion and commitment to tackle the problem. And based on that, your entry can become a winning entry.
Sir, so any final message for the students who are participating in School Innovation Marathon? Because you know the last date for submission is approaching now. So, what would be the final message?
Yeah. So the final message that I would like to give to all the students is do not stop innovating. Continue to innovate and improve your solution even after the marathon. Even if you don't win, don't get disheartened, because it happens every year. So I would like to share one of my mentees' experience. 2 years back, my mentee Muniba, she is of grade 7 that time. She passionately done the work. She has done the enough research, and she has put everything as per asked, but she could not get into top 400. She did not get disheartened. Still, she started working on it, understanding what made the jury not to take her project into top 400. She was consistently working on it, and for the next year's marathon, like the previous year's marathon, she has submitted with lot more research without missing any of the minute detail. uh, and she put that everything, and she got into top 400, and she has attended the Dell Dell student internship program. She learned many things over there, and with the knowledge and with the efficiency that she has got into, she topped in top 10. And she also got into student entrepreneurship program that was being run by Dassault Systems. And she got the confidence that she can handle the things in much better way than MBA student. And her cousin seems to be a MBA graduate, and her cousin started taking help of Muniba. That is the level that you can go if you really uh, passionate in doing things. So I always wanted to say one thing to all my mentees, that is, don't compare yourself with others. Compare yourself with your past you. Like yesterday how you are, and today how you are going to be, and tomorrow how you can beat your yesterday's performance. If you think of that, definitely, if not immediately, definitely you are going to be the winner. So that is my message to the students, Riddhi.
Thank you. And thank you for taking out time and giving this descriptive session on crafting the perfect pitch. And I would request all the mentors and teachers to take advantage of these learning resources and encourage as many students as they could to participate in such initiatives. It's going to help them in long run. Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking out time.
Thank you, Riddhi, for giving me such an opportunity to share my thoughts with Pan India. And students, all the best for your ATL Marathon 2024. Thank you, Reddy.